to the Scholarship Luncheon. We're here to celebrate scholarship recipients and to honor the donors who make those scholarships possible. And my name is Jeff Brown. I'm the president of Pierce College Foundation. And on behalf of the foundation board, we are pleased that you could join us today. I'd first like to introduce to you some of my fellow board members. And I'd like to start with Chong Dameron. Just give her a hand. Chong, thank you. Carlene Joseph, are you here? There we are. Thank you, Carlene. Pat Lewis. Well, Pat. Les Watts. There you are, Les. Beth Toms. Beth, thank you. And Phil Yates. Thank you, Phil. Thank you all for making your work and making these scholarships possible. We're joined by the college presidents and chancellor. We have Chancellor Michelle Johnson here. Okay. We have Fort Steilacoom President Denise Yoakum. And the Pierce College Puyallup President Marty Cavalucci. Thank you, Marty. And I have one more foundation board member to introduce that I didn't have on my list, but Jonathan Harris, are you here? There he is. Thank you. Thank you for coming. So Marty Cavalucci will be coming up in just a few moments to share a few words with us today. So come on up, Marty. Let's give him a hand. Come on.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, thank you. That was less than a few moments. Well, welcome to Pierce College Puyallup. Just thank you all very much for being here today to honor this year's scholarship recipients and the donors who make these scholarships possible. We have with us faculty and staff who've supported the students who are here today. So will you all please stand so we can thank you, all the faculty and staff who helped make this possible. Just want to thank you because you're not only supporting the students in this room, you've supported all the students. So we're here to celebrate the donors who create possibilities and the scholarship recipients who have realized those possibilities. We have donors who give $10,000 or more, and we have donors who give $10 or $20 a month. Together, it adds up and it makes a huge difference in students' lives. Would anyone here who's ever given a gift to the foundation for scholarships please stand? Whether you've given $10,000 or $10, we want to just celebrate the fact that you gave and that your gifts are helping students. Maybe you supported the golf tournament, which also supports scholarships. So let's give a big round of applause to all these donors, all of those who give and are not here today as well. Of course, we're also here to celebrate the scholarship recipients. We are joined by only a fraction of our scholarship recipients today. Some couldn't attend due to family obligations, class, work, or military service, but they all send their sincere gratitude to everyone in this room. I would now like to welcome to the stage Foundation Board Member Pat Lewis and our first student speaker, Shantika Adiogun.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pat Lewis, and I've served on the Pierce College Foundation Board for about 5 years now. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Shantika Adeogum. Today you'll hear about Shantika's journey to Pierce College. She is a true model of perseverance. Please help me in welcoming Shantika.
Hello. Good afternoon, Foundation members, fellow recipients, and guests. My name is Shantika Adeogum, and I'm 29 years old. I've been married for almost 4 years to the love of my life. I found a home here at Pierce College in the Homeland Security Emergency Management Program. I would like to stand up here and say I'm one of many in my family to have attended college, or something else like my parents have always talked to me about the value of an education. That's not true. I'm the first in my family to attend college other than my grandmother. I would like to share the truth about my life and how I overcame everything that should have set me on a different path. When I was 10 years old, my mother was arrested for the first time of many for prescription drug forgery. This left my grandmother to take care of my 5-year-old sister, my 3-month-old baby brother, and myself. My grandmother was a night nurse working overtime to be able to provide for us. This would be the norm throughout my high school years and even into adulthood. In my younger years of life, I faced abuse, both verbal and physical, dealt with self-harm, and became a mother figure at a very young age. Fast forward to my senior year of high school, my brother and my sister were both in school. I had to make sure they were up, out the door, and try to make it to my first period class without being late. I quickly realized I was not able to take care of my family, which had been torn apart, and be successful in school. So I decided to drop out. In 2011, I met my husband, who would soon find out that I had not graduated high school. In 2012, after being laid off from my job, my sole focus was to find another one. My husband told me not to worry about a job, but to go back to school. I was so scared and embarrassed, but I knew he was right. In the fall of 2012, I enrolled in Clover Park Technical College and began to pursue my high school diploma. I received my diploma after winter quarter of 2012 and 13. I began taking all the classes I needed to qualify for the nursing program. When I saw myself not really caring, my husband and my grandmother sat down and said, "You need to really figure out what it is you want to do." A close friend of mine, who is more like my adopted mother, Michelle Galaz, who happens to work at Pierce College, she told me to check out the Homeland Security Emergency Management Program. So I went to the website, I watched the video, and I fell in love. I enrolled in the program and met frequently with my advisor, Robert Lord. Since starting the program in the summer of 2015, I have taken off. Summer quarter was my very first one ever at Pierce College. I ended up making the dean's list, and I cried because I'd never done anything like that in my life. Then I said to my husband, "They don't even have a list for the list I should be on." And he said, "Oh, honey, there's the president's list." And I said, "Then that's my list." And sure enough, at the end of fall quarter, I made the president's list. Thank you. I became a member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, wearing the pin today, and I've been able to attend, and I was hoping to have been able to attend the North Carolina Phi Theta Kappa Honors Institute this summer. However, due to financial reasons, I cannot, but that is soon a goal of mine. At the end of this quarter, I will have earned my certificate, and at the end of fall, I will have my associates in the Homeland Security Emergency Management Program, and I plan on continuing to be the first student in the new Homeland Security Emergency Management Bachelor's Program. If it had not been for the scholarship the foundation provided me with, I would have been forced to drop a class each quarter. Thanks to those who gave their time and money, I have been able to take on 4 classes at a time, which has allowed me to keep racing towards my dream. Outside of school, I've been getting involved in other activities to further my career goals. I am currently a volunteer receptionist at the Lacey Fire District 3, and I'm assisting the fire chief in putting together the business continuity plan, and they are looking for a place for me on their staff. I have several connections at the Emergency Operations Center at Camp Murray, and I will be participating in the 6,000-person Cascadia Shakeout this June in Seattle. Where I've come from to where I am now is more than I could have imagined for myself. Whether you know it or not, you are helping each and every one of us achieve our dreams, and I know that as I go forth in my career and achieve the goals that I have, I will always remember all that you have given me, the chance to take my life, turn it around, and really maximize my potential. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Les Watts, and I'm a foundation board member, and I am a retired faculty counselor at Pierce College, where I spent 40 years of my life, and also proud to be a U.S. Army veteran. I'm a retired Army nurse. So, and I am proud to introduce a fellow Army veteran, and this is Igor Koral, and He is part of our JBLM campus, and sometimes we forget that we have our JBLM campus. And so I am anxious to hear Igor's story. Igor?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor for me to be here. And my name is Igor Karol. I'm a student at Pierce College, completing an associate degrees in pre-nursing and planning to transfer to a four-year university. Another option I'm considered is a military program in physician assistant studies, which I submitted application this semester, and I'm waiting for results to come back in August of this year. I recall my childhood memories when my mother, she was a certified nurse aide at that time, came home from work and told our family exciting stories about medical cases that she observed. From a young age, I knew that I wanted to help people. I wanted to make a difference in people's lives. That's why I joined the United States Army and became a radiologic technologist. My work experience helped inspire me to want to do more with my professional career. So I decided to enter the college. The college environment is a ground base that helps you to develop attention to details, critical thinking, and communication skills. It cultivates a greater appreciation for life and brings a real importance to it. My passion has always been assisting others and trying to improve their quality of life. It's a huge source of pride for me. It's a huge source of pride for me to carry on best medical decisions for those who served and were injured in combat zone. In the future, I would be proud to pass on the best patient care experience to the coming generation of students serving as a clinical educator in graduate medical studies. Taking college classes while working full-time, especially in the military, is a big challenge. Horst and Carroll Marshall Military Academic Achievement Scholarship provides additional resources from me, from my family, from my wife, who is a full-time dental hygiene student at Pierce College. And that makes us and our family just one step closer to achieving our dream. Without scholarship donors like you, there will be many students such as myself unable to pursue their desired career. Once again, I offer my sincerest thanks for your generous support. Thank you.
Thank you, Ihor. What a great testimony that you gave to us, and it really gives us a glimpse of what it's like to be a student on that campus at JBLM, so thank you. I'm excited to introduce to you all Skylar Jensen Hampton, who I have had the pleasure of meeting a few times in various events at Pierce College, and certainly at my table. You'll find out soon from Skylar, when it comes to achieving your goals, the sky is the limit. So let's welcome Skylar.
Okay, good afternoon. I wrote some stuff down, but I kind of want to just talk from my heart, so I'm just going to kind of go for it. Funny story, a year ago today, I was actually sitting at our Pierce College Fort Steilacoom campus for the first time in the Sunrise building doing my new student orientation. Fun fact about me is I'm from Portland, Oregon. I am 19 years young, and I had no intentions on going to college. I thought I could make it as a comedian, but I don't really know if I'm going to be able to do that. So soon to find out, I really needed a college degree. February 1st of 2015, I moved from Portland, Oregon to Tacoma, Washington to be with my beautiful grandmother, who happens to be sitting right there, Leslie Morning. To help her through a tough time, we lost my grandfather, Tom, and I was kind of going through a hard time in my life. Couldn't find the light at the end of the tunnel, so I said, all right, Grandma, we're going to go together. We're a good team and make this happen. But soon before, I actually didn't have my driver's license when I moved here, so Grandma got me into driver's ed, and that was the first bit of school I had been into since I graduated in June of 2014. Then I started working at REI, that's a Recreational Equipment Inc., and I thought to myself, dang, I really need to meet some friends. So I said, well, why don't I go back to school? I had no intentions on what I was going to do, but I had a lot of determination. So a year later, I never would have thought I'd be standing up here, but during my orientation, a wonderful man came in to talk about TRIO. And the first thing that I heard that I was like, oh, I could relate to that, is I am a first-generation college student. I got introduced to Mr. Terry Green, and I thought to myself, should I shake his hand and meet him, or should I just go back home? I built the courage and met Terry, and that man and Don Reed happened to be the best things that had ever happened to me. And so they introduced me to everybody at the school, introduced me to Cameron Cox, the director of student life, and then Sarah Hoagland, who was the supervisor of student ambassadors. I happen to be a Pierce College Fort Steilacoom student ambassador. I tried out for Miss Pierce County, that's a beauty pageant, and I happened to be 4th runner-up and voted Miss Congeniality. Never had walked in heels, and today... So, wonderful program. Anywho, what I want to do is I figured out what I wanted to do, and I want to inspire people. I want to be a motivational speaker. I'd love to get my degree in communications. And just inspire and make people realize that the sky is the limit. So that's where it comes into the donors. Thank you. This is the first scholarship I have ever won. I never thought in my entire life that I would ever win a scholarship. Money was a huge factor of keeping me from college, and now because of the scholarship, I go to school for free. And so that's a really, really big thing. For everybody in this room who is not a scholarship participant, this isn't really about me or the people who won. It's about the donors and the faculty that happen to be here today. Thank you all for the people I haven't met, for the people that I get to meet, and for the people that are my family and my support system, for believing in me and making me really, really chase my dreams and make my reality, or my dreams become a reality. I just want to say thank you, and the sky is the limit.
Wow, what amazing stories. Thank you all for sharing your journeys with us today. I'm sure that everyone here can relate to these stories in some way, including our very own Chancellor and Pierce College District CEO, Dr. Michelle Johnson. Please welcome Michelle to the podium.
Well, thank you, Marty. You know, that's a hard act to follow when you have to follow the recipients of these fabulous scholarships. But before I say a few words, I do want to introduce a couple more people who've joined us. So we have another member of our foundation, General Bill Harrison. General is always wonderful to have you here. And we've also been joined by Steve Smith, and Steve is a trustee on the board here at Pierce College, so one of our best friends. Thank you, Steve. You know, as you listen to the stories, Shatika and Ihor and Skylar, they come each from different places, but they come together in the same place here, pursuing a variety of goals and interests, and each of them have already demonstrated incredible success. So they've laid the foundation, and you, our donors, you're so important to their journey. We know more and more that students are sometimes just a few dollars away from success. And so the contributions that you make help their dreams come true. At Pierce, you know, we serve about 18,000 students a year in our three major centers here at Puyallup, Fort Steilacoom, and Joyce Base, Lewis McChord. We have faculty and staff who are here that truly make a difference. You know, we're achieving the dream college, and that's a college that is committed to closing the achievement gap and having our students really move to completion. And to doing that, we have to approach their challenges on all levels. Financial is just one of those, but it's a really important one. And we know that when we work together and you hear our students talking about the people in their lives, those of you in this room, whether directly as a faculty member or a staff member or as a donor, you can walk away here knowing that you are an important part of what it is that they do, that you are part of the Pierce College family. I've been able to do this. I'm in my 38th year. And during this period of time, I've seen Pierce College do some really amazing things. And I too, as a first-generation college student, did not know what college was going to do to change my life. And so I say to you, I didn't start 38 years ago as the chancellor. And I had no idea that I would be standing here talking with you. But it is because of the people here and because of you who come to study that you make us who we are. And we are so proud and so fortunate to have you with us, to be part of this journey, because it's just all of us together that really make up Pierce College. It's a name, but it's so much more than that. It's an institution, but it's really about the people. And so I want to thank you for being those people. I mean, I look out and I see Grace. 90-something Grace. I know you're not supposed to tell a woman's age, but 96. 96! You know, and Grace was a force and is still a force to be reckoned with. She headed up our early childhood education program. She created it and is a stellar one, and it's one of the latest bachelor's degrees, Bachelor of Applied Science, that will start. And Chrissy Kim is here, who's going to lead that and lead on the legacy that Grace has set. And Ihor, your wife is in dental hygiene. You know, that's the first dental hygiene, that's the first baccalaureate we're going to offer, a BAS. And Sharon Golightly, Sharon's here. Sharon started that program. And it also is an amazing program. And Homeland Security, that's our third Bachelor's of Applied Science that we'll be starting. And, you know, my background's criminal justice, so it's really closely aligned. So, you know, our paths all come together. We have, I know, folks here representing our veterans, and a really, really, really important part of who we are and what we do here. We can't forget that. And so whether our students are coming to get some skills to go directly to work, or they're coming here to get some skills and education to transfer, to go to the university, and then to go to work, remember, it really is all about career at some point in our lives. And our foundation, I want to thank you for being such a great group of volunteers, the hours and time that you give, and the folks, all of you who are donors, particularly the donors from outside the college is really important. And really the foundation itself took hold by Cherry Tinker, who really was the beginning of the Pierce College Foundation. And she is with us today as well. So we love that you all come back. And Grace, maybe when I'm 96, I'll come back and someone will recognize me. What's her name? We knew her sometime when. Anyway, thank you all for being here. It's just a wonderful place to be. And scholarship recipients, all of you, congratulations. Keep going. Just keep going, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Once again, I want to recognize all of the scholarship donors and recipients who are with us today. Let's give a last round of applause. Oh, I say that, but then I realize we actually do have a former foundation president, Glenn Zevenbergen, in our audience today, and it's his passion for our students that continues on, and he recently gave a generous gift to support our veteran students and our veterans programs. So thank you, Glenn. So, as you go about your day, I hope you all smile as you reflect upon the stories that you've been shared, that you've all heard here today. And speaking of things to smile about, Pierce College's 50th anniversary is coming up. And in fact, we're kicking off this very celebratory year with our annual Scholarship Scramble on August 11th, with many more festivities throughout the year. So those of you that golf, I hope we see you there. Thank you all for all that you do to help Pierce College. Will the scholarship recipients please meet the photographer at the far end of this room and for a group photo? And for all of the guests here today, we have a gift to send you away with, so on your way out, please be sure to get a copy of the hot off the presses Student Literary Arts magazine, Slam. No museum for you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.